Another deck profile. So I'm not playing fire decks this format. Because I'm not a super fan of it, but because I'm mostly preparing for Nats, so I don't want to play a deck that got hit like slightly, and I'm kind of upset. But instead I decided to play Voiceless. So Voiceless is pretty good. It's a solid ritual deck. It is coming out with support in the Legacy of the blah blah blah, but it's still a solid deck. Like all things considered. Yeah, it's really simple, really easy to play, and you can play a lot of non-engine. Reminds me a lot of Pearly. Except you need to play like a little more cards in your deck. And you end on the towers. So it has a lot of resemblance. So it's just easier to play. So this motherfucker is the Omni Negate when you have low on field, which is her. And you could search a Silent Voice, which is nice. Silent Voice monster. So Omni Negate, Silent Voice monster becomes 4100 when you have her in grave or on field. So he's pretty good. He goes right in hand with low, which pretty much lets you activate a spell or trap. That is a Voiceless Voice. And then when you use it as material, you could special summon herself from grave. And my favorite effect, you could use it herself as an own, as a whole material, which is very, very helpful. There's situations where you have Diviner, her in hand with a ritual, and this guy. And I know it's a 5-card combo, you have to have Exodia for it, but there's situations where you could just summon Diviner, they ash it or impermanent, and then you just tribute it away, and then you just summon this guy out, and then you basically back where you once were. So it's nice. You play 3 of her. She searches and she dumps. She searches and dumps a ritual spell. The searching for these guys is really good. I have no complaints for her. She also ritual summons from grave, which is extremely helpful. It gives you another way access to ritual summon. This is just so good. I recommend it. Playing this bitch at 3. So we play 1 old man. You only need 1 old man. Her summoning, the reason for summoning is a little difficult. Having 2 spells, including a ritual spell, it's it's not hard, but it's not I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it. You more than likely summon him, but with the trap card, which I will get to. Yeah, and you're able to summon a ritual monster, ignoring summoning conditions. Besides obviously the pendulum dude that negates spells. This is the only one. So here you go. We got 3 of these guys. This guy is really, really good. Searches spells and traps. And no complaints for this card. Really, really good. And then if you have her and this on field, you could only target him for attacks, and you can't target cards. You can't target with card effects. So no talent. No, sorry. You could do talents, but you can't imperm, Veiler, mind control, change of heart. None of those are allowed. So here you go. 2 ritual spells. 3's too much. 1's not enough. You could banish it when it's in grave. You could banish it to special summon a ritual monster, him or Saravis. And this is just, you can only use lights. That's basically the only thing. That's material. So sadly, you can't play Fenrir in this and then ritual it off. So it is what it is. And the most important card in the deck. Well, nah, JK, it's not, but it's really good. This guy is your recycler. He's your interruption. He's so good. Able to pop up to 1 card is nice, and then able to special summon the old man or low or whatever situation calls for it. It's just so good. Let's see. So for your regular stuff, I do play this engine. I was playing without it for a little bit because the problem is that having this and low sucks sometimes, but you're really hurting your consistency, so you kind of don't want to do that either. So I opt to play it, and it's still good. It's a good card. Don't get it twisted, bro. It's good. I do play 2 Saravis. I'm debating between playing 2 of this or 1 and 1. I know people say it is a win more card, and I guess depending on the format, that you could do 1 and 1. Like if it's not hand trap heavy or if it's really spell reliant, you could play the Odd Eyes one. But for now, 2 is good. Let's see, 3 pre-preps. This searches spell and monsters is just so broken. Like, this is really good. I would hand trap this like every time I can. Just because it's a +1. It's just so good. So here for the pure non-engine, the non-engine. So 3 prosperity, I feel like is mandatory in this deck, especially the version I'm playing. I am playing 42 cards in this. With this format, I don't think board breakers are enough. Because, like, you could play around hand traps, but you have a hard time playing around hand traps and a board that's really spread out. And that's what Fire King is. Well, Snake Eyes, both variants. So you need something like, you need hand traps to mitigate that. So prosperity helps you with the consistency, helps you searches, help you get your stuff. Because sometimes your engine alone is not enough, depending what their hand is. So here you go. These are the hand traps, 3 nibs. This is like a board breaker, amazing. And I think what makes it really good is that you can use this as material to tribute, to summon out your monsters with your quick play spell. Not quick play spell, sorry, your ritual spell. Ash is generic. I think this is probably the one I'm going to keep for like a cool minute. Let's see. 3 Veilers. Veilers is good, Freaking, yeah, like it's basically imperm, but like not imperm, So yeah, I'll get this guy. I played 3 Ghost Ogres personally. I was debating between her and Mourner, but Mourner is kind of like a shit version of Veiler and imperm this format because it has to be special summoned. And Ghost Ogre just overall is a more impactful hand trap. So I decided to play Ghost Ogre. I'll let you know how I like it. In theory, sounds good because you hit some stuff, and if your opponent is not good, they'll leave Island out without Sanctuary. But like, yeah, I like Ghost Ogre. Here, and then last but certainly not least, 3 impermanents. This Veiler, but better, No one's gonna complain about that. So that's 15 hand traps. That's 42 cards. You could make it like 41 or 40 and just cut out like the Ghost Ogres and put like Call by the Grave, but I just find myself not liking that as much. I kind of want to see hand traps, Like the deck's already like somewhat consistent. You could make it 40 and just do it that way, but I'm gonna try it like this for now. So this is the extra deck. I mean, like, the extra deck is like preference. Yeah, so like mainly because like you don't really need to go to it like that. Like you could play Ultimate Slayer, you could play you could play Ultimate Slayers, you could play Super Polys, just they're not really good right now. So like, yeah, that's basically it for that. Chaos Angel is really good breaking boards and like it's just solid all around. Let's see. Herald helps you dump with Diviner. Entis helps you dump with Diviner. This guy, it's this guy, helps you break boards and stuff. So it's always solid. Let's see. Let's do the links. So you got Anima, Link Karibo. You have level 1s. Play them. Dynama. There's like situations where you do. I feel like if I don't think your end board is good enough to win, like I would make this game 1 specifically because games 2 and 3 is where the bells come in and they just completely fuck you. But yeah, for the most part, you do make it when I don't feel like you're gonna win, and you just set another continuous spell there. So like, yeah, but this card's extremely good. So we got 1 Light Charmer, 1 Dark Charmer for you can make Link Karibo Anima and just make this SP, Unicorn, and Access Code. So yeah. Overall, I really like how this deck performs. It's pretty good. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Like if you got some game knowledge, like this deck will come in handy. And yeah, so I would recommend this. this is the deck I will probably be learning from here on out. I will do that. It's not going to change the fact that I'll do other deck profiles, but, you know, like, fucking, you know, I'm here just kicking ass. So, yeah, I did order some stuff for my live tools, so, yeah, I will be posting those. Peace out, guys. Take care.